Hey, it's Evan. Welcome back to another episode of the Mindful 8 podcast. And in today's episode, we're talking about coordinating intention. I'm currently reading the book Transurfing in 78 Days, and I came across today's passage, if you will, on coordinating intention. As some of my listeners and friends and family may know about me, I'm big on conscious intention. It was actually one of the most previous episodes. So this one in particular really stood out to me, especially when you're faced with any test in life. Simply say this mantra: if it works out, great. If it doesn't, even better. I think having the affirmation of my world takes care of me and understanding that if it works out, that's great. And if it doesn't work out, even better. I think it serves as a beautiful reminder that everything just is. Like, as above, so below. Like, whatever you believe and whatever you think and however you perceive the world is exactly how it's going to be. This book is really speaking volume in regards to how pendulums swing in the direction that you aim them. And you aim them with conscious intention. Conscious intention with the words that are coming out of your mouth, the thoughts that you're projecting, because thoughts are simply energy. And however you look at the world is exactly how the world is going to look at you, right? The mirror principle: as above, so below. The coordination of intention principle equips you always to take the fortunate lifeline. Every event on a lifeline has two branches, one leading in a favorable direction and the other in an unfavorable direction. Every time you face any kind of event in your life, you choose how to respond. This is true. If you think of the event as something positive, then you step onto the favorable branch of your lifeline. However, the tendency towards negativity forces you to express your discontent and choose the unfavorable branch. As soon as something makes you angry, another unpleasant situation follows. This is why troubles always come in three, right? If you respond to a not positive situation with not positivity, it's going to result in more non positivity. The chain of bad luck, however, does not follow on from the first misfortune that occurred. It follows on from your relationship to that event. The pattern is created by the choice you make when you stand at the fork in the road. The coordination of intention principle equips you always to take the fortunate lifeline. Whatever happens, remember, everything will be just as it should be. If it works out, that's great. If it doesn't, even better. If it works out, great. If it doesn't, even better. However bad things are now for you, a lovely surprise will come your way on the condition that you maintain coordination in the present moment. And that's what we'll conclude with. When you have anxiety, you're in the past. When you feel like you're in a state of depression, it's because you're in the future, right? The pure bliss, the pure joy of being comes from the present moment. Lovely things will happen in your life if you remain in coordinating intention with the present moment. Because you can choose your present moment to be beautiful. You can choose your present moment to be pure bliss, right? If it works out, great. If it doesn't, even better. It's so important to slow down in life. It's of the utmost importance. And we don't have to just dedicate meditation and yogic techniques to slow down. could simply be just sitting in silence with your thoughts and seeing what arises, seeing what thoughts pop up, right? And then once you have an idea of the action that you want to take that action, see where it takes you, and be detached from the outcome. You have coordinating intention that the highest good is going to come from anything that I do in life. That's good. You're on the favorable timeline. And if non-positive things happen and you respond to that in a positive way, you are still on the favorable timeline because you're detached of what comes next. Lovely things happen in the present moment. And when you're detached from the present moment, that's when the anxiety and depression comes in. But as long as you're so in tune with the present moment, everything is going to be okay in the end. Because the future is created in the now. Goals, dreams, that's all created in the now. Lovely things happen when you're coordinating your conscious intention with the present moment. And continue to remind yourself, if it works out, that's great. If it doesn't, even better. Operate in the middle of abundance and urgency. Urgency being your North Star on where you want to go in life, right? Taking definite action, being proactive with that conscious intention here and now, but also living abundantly. Living abundantly is saying to yourself, if it works out, that's great. And if it doesn't, even better. Everything is working for me. Nothing is happening to me. Everything is happening for me. The only real thing that I hold and can control is the way that I respond to internal and external stimuli. And if you choose to respond in a positive way, like that's great, or that's even better. You are remaining on that favorable timeline. Everything is a choice. Everything is a choice to respond in a certain way. You can choose to respond in a very definite way. If it works out, great. If it doesn't, even better. I love you dearly. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of The Mindful 8. Have a beautiful day.